This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. A man convicted of setting wildfires in Pala and Bonsall during red flag conditions will have to wait a little longer to learn his punishment. NBC7's Audra Stafford explains why it could potentially help his case.
We came here to the Vista Courthouse today fully expecting Ruben Vasquez to be sentenced for those two fires back in January of last year. Instead, the hearing was over in just minutes and a new one was set for next month. It's been more than a year and a half since flames tore across this hillside along Interstate 15 in the middle of the night, forcing hundreds of people from their homes and firefighters to retreat from the shifting wind and flames. The Lilac fire was one of two sparked within just 25 minutes and a few miles of each other. Together, the Lilac and Pala Mesa fires burned nearly 100 acres and damaged two buildings.
Okay, personal time waiver taken by Mr. Vasquez.
The man convicted of deliberately setting the fires, Ruben Vasquez, was scheduled to be sentenced today to up to 9 years in prison. Instead, his public defender asked to continue his sentencing hearing to late September, telling the judge,
"We're still investigating mitigation at this point in time."
Okay, so what does mitigation mean in terms of a sentencing? It means the defense can argue that certain factors, perhaps trauma or mental illness, may have caused the defendant, in this case Vasquez, to commit the crime. That could in turn convince the judge to lower the sentence. We'll see if any mitigating factors are presented at Vasquez's next hearing that is set for September 21st. From the Vista Courthouse, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
We are learning more about that two-car crash in Carlsbad that ended in a violent confrontation and landed two people in the hospital. This happened Sunday on the off-ramp from the 5 to Tamarack Avenue. Witnesses say the driver of a black truck, identified as 49-year-old Orlando Chavez, rear-ended a white Silverado and then confronted the people inside. Chavez punched the 23-year-old female driver and then stabbed the 27-year-old man who was in the passenger seat multiple times. Video from the scene shows Chavez with a bloody face. A nearby driver who saw the attack says he helped the victims get away and stopped nearby to call for help.
The guy started acting crazy again, pacing back and forth, and then he went to the passenger side and stabbed him. I was in shock. He decked her in the face. He decked her like 3 times at least in the face, and she had blood gushing in her face.
Chavez was arrested about an hour after the incident. Jail records indicate he was booked on attempted murder and battery charges. Meantime, the victims were both treated and released from the hospital. San Diego police say the man found unconscious after an e-scooter crash in Mission Valley has died. The 26-year-old was riding northbound on Texas Street Sunday night when, for unknown reasons, he hit a wall and then was thrown from the scooter. The crash was initially investigated as a minor injury crash, but the man has since died. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them or Crime Stoppers. In Oceanside, an investigation is underway after a deadly hit-and-run crash. This happened Sunday night near Wahome Lake Road and the 76. Now police have identified the victim as a woman from Hemet named Nady Cruz. Investigators say they're looking for witnesses and at least 2 cars that hit that woman.
That's not the first time there's been accidents right here. I mean, for one, our light right here, I think just because it's a highway technically, you know, so speed limit's 55. That's still pretty fast.
I mean, come on, whoever hit her should have said, "Oh my gosh, we hit somebody. We ought to stick around and call 911 and get this person help," whether she went against the light or not.
Police ask anyone with information to reach out to its traffic investigations team. NBC7's Angelica Campos joins us now with a look at our hot forecast. Hi there, Angelica.
Well, the weather is going to stay warm, but at least we're making improvement. Not as hot as it was over the weekend, with temperatures now returning to either normal or slightly below normal. Ramona is pretty much exactly where you should be for this time of the year, in the 90s. And if you're going to be at the beach, swells between 1 and 3 feet. We're expecting a high tide in just a couple of hours at 2:44, and our sunset will be right around 7:45. So a great day around the county tomorrow. It does get humid.
Building relationships between law enforcement and the community. The San Diego Sheriff's Department is hosting its National Night Out. We preview tonight's event next.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Local leaders are taking action to try and combat our county's homeless crisis. This week, more than a dozen mayors from across the region met behind closed doors to talk about what's working and what isn't. Yesterday, the 5th annual Mayor's Symposium was hosted by the San Diego Rescue Mission at a country club in Solana Beach. There, the mayors signed a declaration to commit to working together toward a solution to the homelessness crisis while discussing different city-specific programs.
13 mayors, 2 deputy mayors, and a city council member from Oceanside.
It's a problem that migrates around quite a bit.
We play a vicious game of whack-a-mole with homeless.
Homelessness is still the #1 issue for every elected official in the room.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria was also at the meeting but left before the end. The mayors of Coronado and Santee were the only 2 who did not attend. It is an important night for every law enforcement agency. National Night Out is the yearly event that aims to foster community relations between police officers and the public they serve. NBC7's Nicole Gomez has a preview from Chula Vista.
As you can see, the courtyard has been transformed and it may be empty right now, but from 4 to 8 tonight, it is going to be packed. You can expect hundreds of people to be here. The chief says he views this as an opportunity to speak to residents one-on-one.
Our community members know where the issues are, and if they trust us, they're going to tell us, hey, that person may be doing something they shouldn't be doing, and they know we're going to go and handle that issue on their behalf. If we don't have that trust, they're not going to call us, and then we'll never know what's going on.
For Chula Vista, where 60% of residents are Latino, a big topic tonight will be trying to differentiate immigration enforcement and city policing. National Night Out is free and it'll feature live canine and drone demonstrations, a Jaws of Life demo by the fire department, and a chance to speak with officers on special teams like SWAT. Attendees can also climb onto the police Bearcat. Several businesses will be on site, including Home Depot, which will host a children's workshop. Dick's Sporting Goods will have a kids zone, and you can't forget about free tacos from Tacos El Gordo. Chula Vista PD is anticipating its biggest turnout ever, mainly because of the huge growth they're seeing in the eastern portion of the city, a hint of what's to come.
Our city leadership is moving forward with a consultant team and an initiative to look on a possibility of substation, and they can see our headquarters. They're going to be able to tour it and see what they like and maybe what they think could be done better for maybe a future building out east.
Consultants are currently looking at possible locations and will report back to City Hall by November. Reporting from Chula Vista, Nicole Gomez, NBC7.
We will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, Mom, the water's already waist high. And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
It's going to be a nice afternoon. A little bit better for the coast, upper 70s. Also great if you're going to be in the ocean, waves between 1 and 3 feet. Inland communities back to the mid 80s, low 90s into our foothills. And then mountains are going to be in the 90s today with a heat advisory that started at 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Saturday. Deserts 111. And over the next couple of days, humidity will be on the rise starting tomorrow through the weekend.
Thank you. As our Clear the Shelters campaign continues this month, we are highlighting available pets, participating shelters across San Diego County. And for more information on our Clear the Shelters campaign, you can head to NBC7.com and just click on the trending bar. We also have more coverage to count on there at NBC7.com. We hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.